Hi guys, I hope you enjoy my review of Hillside Family Campground in Cochran, Georgia. I believe this campground's about an hour and a half south of Atlanta and about an hour and a half from the Florida border. Now, during my entire stay here, I got to tell you this right off the bat. The two ladies that work here up front, they're very, very helpful and very friendly. After I was checked in, I was led down a very bumpy road to my campsite. Very bumpy. I mean, you need to secure your dishes and batten down the hatches. It's going to be a rough ride, but it's only for about 100 yards. Now, if you're a Passport America member like me and you enjoy that half price discount, you're going to be led to a site that has sewer and water. I don't think you get full hookups if you're a Passport America member, which is fine. I was only going to be there a couple nights. Now, this fishing pond may have more turtles than actual fish, and there's a lot of big turtles there, and they're pretty aggressive and seemingly pretty intelligent. They'll scope you out. They'll pop their head out of the water and find you, and then locate your line, and then go make a beeline towards your bait. Now, if this RV park isn't currently a church camp, it's pretty clear that it once was. There's a lot of interesting structures here that were designed for group activities, and it's pretty cool to see. And they do have restroom facilities. Okay, now maybe this is an old outhouse or something. It was locked up. I will say that the other restrooms on the property do need a lot of improvements. They've been pretty neglected and probably aren't as clean as they could be. Now, one of the reasons I booked 2 nights here was to go see the Aviation Museum, the second largest in the United States, and it is so worth it. You gotta go if you're in the area, and for that reason alone, you might go ahead and book a stay here at Hillside Family Campground. And as you know, I usually rate my campgrounds based on the activities in the area and how much fun I have there. It's almost as simple as that. In a way, and I couldn't really put my finger on it, I didn't always feel completely welcome. I couldn't tell if that vibe was coming from some of the staff here or the residents themselves or what. Maybe it had partly to do with the Passport America sites kind of being in a secluded part of a field. But I had a very specific situation come up near the end of my stay. In fact, I was checking out that day, and I had a problem with the spare tire underneath the tongue of the RV. So I just needed some basic tools to get this thing loose, and I kind of anticipated, I'd find somebody within 20 minutes and have it done and be on the road in a half hour. Now, one of the very helpful ladies at the front desk attempted to help me with this. She asked the handyman if he could loan us a couple tools or even just swing by and just, help me get this thing off. He refused. He pretty much flat out refused. So she attempted to help me by bringing up one of her own tools. It wasn't working too well. And what do you know? The handyman shows up in his golf cart. So at this point, I'm thinking, well, he had a change of heart and he's going to help me out or at least take a look at it. So I said hello. He just kind of glared at me and then just rode off. It was just a complete jerk. So after working on it a little bit while longer, I was only making matters worse. And so I attempted to find somebody that could maybe help me again. Lo and behold, I finally find a person, and guess who he's talking to? The handyman. So when I explained my situation to this gentleman, he attempted to help me. So would you believe this? This guy's trying to help me out, offer me some suggestions, and in mid-sentence every time, the maintenance guy would interject and said, no, 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 that's no good. So the maintenance guy, after sabotaging this whole exchange, turns to me and says, I think your only option is to call the mechanic in town. They'll come out and help, but they'll charge $100 an hour. I think that's your only option. So I didn't really need this kind of help. I had already turned my back on him and walked away. Well, you know me, I love most campgrounds, but I just can't give this one a good review. I would probably not come back here. I'm going to seek another alternative, but I really want you to come see that Aviation Museum. Don't let me stop you from coming here. This was just a negative experience for me, and I wouldn't come back. Like I said, the females on staff here are very friendly and helpful. The men here, not so much. Well, I hope this review has been helpful to you. If it has been helpful, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel. That helps my channel grow. Well, that's all I got for now. Safe travels, and I'll see you next time.